It's 2 a.m. with Nathan. Matthew 10:42. And if you give even a cup of cold water to one of the least of my followers, you will surely be rewarded. Doesn't seem like much of a gift, does it? It's just some cold water. And yet many times we make all kinds of excuses not to give it to others. Well, they should have come prepared. Why in the world should I have to give my water to them? Or if I give my water and my time to them, they're just going to waste it anyways. Oh, they're just messy little kids. I don't need to waste my time and my water on them. It encroaches on my happiness because all they're going to do is just want for more. I could get injured or sick by giving them and helping them in this way. And so we make all kinds of excuses not to give a cup of cold water in the name of Jesus. But here's the question. As we're talking this week about honoring God, can I honor God and not give to the least of these that are around me? Didn't Jesus say that how we treat the least of these, especially the ones that are tough to do it, isn't that how we're treating him? It reminds me of one of Grimm's fairy tales called The Old Man and His Grandson. In this story, there was an old man whose hands shook and he trembled and it was nerve-wracking for others as he would do that, and he would eat and such. And he lived with his son and daughter-in-law. And when he sat there and ate, his hands would tremble and stuff. And eventually the daughter-in-law had enough of it and said, you know what? This is too much. This is encroaching on my happiness. So you need to go and sit somewhere else. So they gently but firmly picked him up and moved him over to a stool in the corner. And there he would eat. And they gave him a little earthen bowl to hold his food in. And he'd eat and just keep looking wistfully back at that table. And one day he was trembling more than usual and the bowl fell and broke. And the daughter-in-law said, if you're going to eat like an animal, we're going to make you a trough. And so they made him a wooden trough and he ate his food out of that. Well, this couple had a son, a 4-year-old that they really loved. And one day the father saw his son playing with some pieces of wood on the floor. And he said to him, hey, what are you doing, son? And the son looked up at him, looking for approval and a smile, and said this, I'm making a feeding trough, so one day when I get bigger, I can feed you and mommy out of it. The husband and wife just stared at each other. Then they went and they cried for a bit. And they came back and they picked up the old man and they brought him back to the table. And for the rest of his days, no one looked at him funny. They welcomed him to the table and they loved on him. As you go throughout the day today, there's going to be all kinds of excuses why not to give a cup of cold water, especially to the people that annoy you and they're difficult and you might not see them as worthwhile. But we need to choose to love them because Jesus loved us. So as you go throughout the day today, give a cup of cold water in the name of Jesus. Oh, and before I forget, make sure you like and share this message so other people can hear it too. Have a great day.